Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm going to tell you 7 facts about myself so you get to know me a little better, and maybe we can find some common interests and become friends. Alright, let's go. Fact number 1. I'll start off easy. My middle name is Nicole, so my full name is Ashley Nicole. Bye, hun. I have a religious name in there. I don't remember what it was, but I had to pick it in 7th, 8th grade, maybe? I don't know. I had to do it when I went to CCD. I think it's like Patricia? I think it's Patricia. Fact number 2. Oh shit, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. Fact number 2. I have a cat. Here's my cat. Her name used to be Pumpkin, but then we changed it to Kitty because Pumpkin is kind of dumb. Kitty's just as dumb, but she replies to it, right? Kitty. Yeah, see? I love her. Does she love me? Probably not so much because I bother her. But I feed her, so you would think that she would love me. So we're just gonna go with it. Fact number 3. My favorite superhero, Larry Boy. Don't know who Larry Boy is. I'm judging, first of all. Second of all, Larry Boy is this character that was on the show called VeggieTales. If you don't know what VeggieTales is, I'm also judging you. So please, go back to your childhood and live a little. If you don't know who Larry Boy is, please Google. He had these super cool super suction ear things, and that's how he would fly. It was like Spider-Man. That's how he would fly. It was pretty cool. But he also had this like bomb-ass music video theme song thing. When trouble brings the city to its knees, everyone involved live agrees. Like the signal rising sound the call, and Larry Boy will come and save us all. The funniest thing about the whole music video is that it's VeggieTales, so corn is playing, like corn is playing the instruments. So check it out. I'll put a link in the description. I don't know. 4. We're gonna go with 4. We're on fact number 4. Since we were talking about music and getting how I got into music, I will share my music taste. I'm all over the spectrum. I like anything from literally like the 20s, like you know, jazzy, like music, all the way until like early 2000s. I don't like rap too much. I can jam to rap, and when I played basketball back in the day, that's a fact. I played sports. 4.5. When I played sports and played basketball, I would listen to rap, and that would like, yeah. But like, I don't sit down and I'm like, I'm gonna rap to Eminem's Rap God. But I listen to just about everything, and it depends on what I'm interested in at the time. Right now, my biggest interest is I like punk music right now. That's what I'm obsessing over. Again, I love punk. I love alternative punk, everything. So I'm listening to like the Ramones, Sum 41, Blink-182, the Bloodhound Gang, him, Simple Plan. I'm kind of all over the place, and a lot of like random people. There's a band called Left Front Tire that I'm obsessed with right now, and they're like a nobody band. But I love them, they're so good. So if you like alternative punk music, go check those out. I don't know. I usually just listen to oldies, and by oldies I mean like anything from like the 60s all the way to the 80s. I consider that oldies-ish. So I like Queen and Boston and Journey and Billy Joel and the Buckinghams and Rick Astley, you know, Wham. What I listen to, that's what's on my iPod. Actually, I haven't bought anything on my iPod since like 2006, 7. So my music on there is like way throwback. Okay, so I think we're on fact number 5 now. Since we're talking about music, I can proudly say I know all the words to Trapped in the Drive-Thru, the parody song that Weird Al Yankovic wrote. And it's an older song, yeah, older song. But I can proudly say I know the words to that. So, yeah, get on my level.
7 o'clock in the evening, watching something stupid on TV. I'm zoned out on the sofa when my wife comes in the room and sees me. And she says, is this behind the music with Leonard Skinner? And I say, I don't know, say it's getting late, what you wanna do for dinner? And then she says, baby, yes, I says no, she says yes, I says no, she says yes. Oh, here's your key. Oh, oh. And that's all I could say was oh, oh. And she says now there's something else that I really think you should know. You can have unlimited refills for just a quarter more. I say great, except we're in the drive-thru, so what would I want that for? And things got real intense. And then she says next window, please tell me $5.82. I think you have something in your teeth. She turned away from me and then turned back and said, did I get it? I said, yeah. Well, I mean, most of it, but hey, you know, don't sweat it. Well, he looks at me and I look at him and he looks at me and I look at him and he looks at me and I look at him and he says, I'm sorry. What did you want again? I say ketchup, and he says, oh yeah, that's right. And I just can't believe it. They forgot the onion.
The number one complaint I have with that song is not that it's long or that it's repetitive or anything like that. It's just that the 2 sandwiches, a drink, and a curly fries cost $5. Hell no! It's gonna be like $13, maybe even more. Oh, snap. Losing count. 6? 5? 6? One of those. If I had to choose between 3 people that I would like to meet and hang out with for the entire day, either dead, alive, or fictional, in order, I would probably choose Seth MacFarlane. He's a Renaissance man. He produces a bunch of stuff, he writes for a bunch of stuff, he's hilarious, he can sing. He is all around amazing, and I think he's pretty cool. I would like to hang with him for the day, just because I would love to see like his thought process and how he thinks. Who knows? He'd be cool. Number 2, I would probably like to meet Ken Kesey. He wrote a book called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and a couple other books, but One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is my favorite book of all time. There's a fact. 6.5, 5.5. He's a very active contributor to what went down in like the late 60s and 70s and all that stuff. He's very interesting, and if you don't know who he is, I highly suggest you look into it. But a little background: he was a wrestler and a football player in high school, and he was very, 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 very good at it. He was a champion. And when he went to college, he went to Oregon State University, I believe, and he wanted to wrestle, so he wrestled there. And after he graduated from there, he went on to study at Stanford, and he was also trained to be in the Olympics. But while he was at Stanford, he was asked if he wanted to be a part of the CIA study on what LSD and a whole bunch of other narcotics and even cocaine did to people. And he would get paid to come in, take the drug, and be observed. And prior to that, he had never done drugs or drank, and he was just kind of like, oh, well, why not? I get paid to do drugs, CIA run, it's got to be safe. So he started taking LSD, and when he wrote the book, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, a lot of his experience under the LSD drug, all of the visions he's had, and like trips he had, is what made that book. If you read the book, Chief Bromden is based off of somebody he saw in his trips when he was on LSD, and I think that's like one of the coolest things ever, because the story is real, but like it's not real. It's a fiction book, but there are a lot of non-fiction elements to it, and I think that's like the coolest thing ever. Also, he was part of this group called the Merry Pranksters, and if you've never heard of it, what they did was they basically bought a school bus, decked it out in a whole bunch of psychedelic stuff, and they traveled the world while under LSD, and they experienced the world stoned. He got arrested for having possession of marijuana, and he faked his own death and moved to Mexico or something, and then when he came back, it was ridiculous. He was like he's so interesting. It's ridiculous. It's somebody I definitely would like to meet, just to hear his stories and hear how, like, what happened. But he died when he was like 64 or something like that. He died relatively young. But yeah, he would be a really cool one to meet. And then my last one, my number one person I would love to meet, Ryan Dunn. I would love to meet him just because if you watch interviews or you watch and talk to people or you watch any of his like spin-off shows from Jackass and Viva La Bam, you can see he's one of those guys that just, like, if he doesn't know you, he cares? He's gonna treat you like he treats everyone else. He's gonna hang with you. He'll be your buddy. He'll make you feel like you are like been friends with him for years. It's so humbling. I love people that just come out and are just like, hey, like let's be friends. Like let's do this. And I'm gonna tell you a story that I probably like. Who cares if I tell you this story? And I really admire that, and I would love to hang with him for a day because I know it would just be so much fun. And it's really, and also it's like I've only met one other person who's ever been like where I met them and I like within like couple like half an hour or something. I already know a lot about them just because they're open and they don't care and they're just like, hey, we're friends, you're friends, you know some people, like let's be friends. And coincidentally, he actually had met Ryan Dunn, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. What the heck? I try a lot to be like that. When I meet somebody new, I try to just ask them a whole bunch of questions and then see if we find anything in common, and then we'll just start talking to them about that. So yeah, Ryan Dunn. That's, if you ever wondered why I loved Ryan Dunn so much, that's why. Last fact? Maybe. I'm gonna say this fact number 6. I know enough about piano to make it look like I know how to play the piano, but I really have no idea what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to make music without knowing what I'm supposed to do. Like, I learned how to play the piano through stuff I watch on YouTube, and then I play it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can play the piano, but I really can't. I can only play a couple things, and I'll show you. Set list. That's it. Alright, last factoid. 100% last fact. I am from Chicago. I'm an interesting sports fan because I like not Chicago sports. For basketball, I like the LA Clippers. For baseball, my favorite baseball team, I like the Cubs, but my favorite baseball team is the New York Mets. And then for football, I like the Bears. My grandpa played for the Bears, so I like the Bears. I think those are all my facts. That's it. Not that interesting. Pretty average. If we have any of the same likes or dislikes or whatever, find me. Let's talk. I want to get to know you guys. I'm on a swivelly chair. Yeah. Yeah. I don't usually do a video on a swivelly chair. It's probably very distracting. Oh, I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoy it. That's it. That's me. Music, sports, and being nice. That's it. That's all you need to know about me. Yeah. Subscribe. Like. Next video will be funnier, I promise. This is just a little background about myself. Thanks for watching. You're awesome.